I'm not going to itch my nose every time I say Nutty Nation. I promise. It just happens. It happens when it's so cold in the basement and so hot outside. Oh, I feel alive. I feel alive. I've gotten 5 hours of sleep. Holy shit, that's a lot of sleep. I'm still in jail, though. Okay, today's poll. Let's get a poll going. Let's start the poll. So I'm not ignoring you people that are watching this later and thumbs downing my shit, which, why would you? Thumbs up. It's great. It's happy days. Happy to be alive. It's Friday. You're breathing. You're sleeping. You're alive. You're eating. Blah. Okay. Best dipping sauce is the poll today. Best dipping sauce options. Honey mustard. Honey mustard. We've got barbecue. How do I spell barbecue? I don't know. Just kidding. Ranch. And let's go blue cheesy, because some people like the blue cheesy. I'm not even going to give any more context. The poll today, for those watching, and by watching I mean just listening at home, best dipping sauce, honey mustard, barbecue ranch, or blue cheese. You have 4 options. The poll starts now. Right now, somebody creeped into this chat and then left. They were afraid of what they saw. I don't blame them. I'm a big hairy beast. I'm very nutty. It is what it is. It is. Okay. There is my tripod of disappointment. Of glory. Okay, we've got some time here. We're still plugging, chugging the fucking shit in, aren't we? So why don't we do a little vocal warm-ups before it gets completely chaotic in here, more so than it already is. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Red leather, yellow leather, a big black bug, but a big black bear and a big black bug dew blood. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. I think we're ready to go. I feel it. I feel a rankness in the air, a stillness in the clouds. There's a thumbs up and no humans. How is that possible? We'll take a thumb any way we can get it. I'm grateful for the thumb. Mysterious, imaginary person. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. That is my currency. That is how I'm paid. And by paid, I mean I'm not paid. This is totally unpaid situational situations. Yeah. It's just don't snitch. Snitchy, snacko. Fifth y'all. Wait. Yes. Philo. Fiho. Fivo. Question of the day is dipping sauce. What is your favorite thing to dip in said sauce? I don't want to know. I want you to vote on the dipping sauce, but I want you to know what your favorite thing to dip is. Would it be pretzel bites? Would it be chicken tenders, chicken fingers? Something else you want to dip? A sandwich? A wrap? Anything you'd like. What is your favorite thing to dip into condiments? What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's just the dip, like the 80s song, 90s song. What am I waiting for? Octavio. What am I waiting for? Hello, Cheddar. Cheddar, what's your favorite thing to dip? Like, not the dip itself. What's your favorite thing to dip? Star Wars Fortnite dude, hello there. Again, question of the barbecue and chips. Oh, yeah. Are we going like barbecue chips? Are we doubling up the BBQ? BBQ squared, would it be? What kind of chips are we dipping? Like salt and vinegar, regular crispy chips? It's a judgment-free zone. Burgers into ketchup. That's original. I love it. The OG, as it were. Yeah, I think if I was going to dip my burger in anything, it would be ranch dressing personally, or perhaps a cheddar cheese of sorts. Oi. Yeah, we're full of it, aren't we? You wanted me to wait, now you want me to oi. I can do those things for you in exchange for a thumbs up. That would be great. I think that's an even exchange, a barter system. Yes, of course. Ketchup. Yeah. Ketchup. You don't have to retract that. Ketchup's okay. There's nothing wrong with ketchup. I like the occasional ketchup. I don't do a whole lot with ketchup. I think I should do more. I think as I evolve as a human being, I do less and less with ketchup. I do more and more with mustard. There's so many different mustards out there. There's honey mustard, there's spicy mustard, there's regular mustard, there's just yellow mustard. There's just so many mustards. Marsha. Fun fact, the Mustard Museum of the World lives in Middleton, Wisconsin. It used to be in, I believe, Monroe, Wisconsin. I don't know, brought somewhere. And now they've moved it. It was too big. It was too big for the small house. The mustard was too big. They couldn't contain the mustard couldn't be contained, right? So I guess it's a big, big thing in Middleton, Wisconsin, which I'm about an hour car ride away from, which is too far for me to travel each way. I don't like being in cars for too long. I don't like being in cars in general. Any hooser, if you wanted to know about that, you can. Game facts, hello. What's your favorite thing to dip in dipping sauces? Is it a burger? Is it a hot dog? Is it French fries? Is it chips? What exactly? We're full of one-word questions, are we not? Hello again, Game Facts. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the Nutty Nation. You've been welcomed. You've been warned. You've been citated. What are we doing? What are we dipping? I want something to dip. I don't eat usually till noon. So I've got, depending on where you're watching this from, there's plenty of time for me to ponder what I want to dip later. Hey, I'm making a compilation of people saying, game would you like to say for the compilation? Of course. Of course I'd like to be a part of your compilation, funnelation, jubilation. In exchange, facts, I would just like if you could hit that thumbs up for me. You hit the thumbs up for me, and I will do whatever I can within reason for you. Yep. My currency exchange is a thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, subscriptions ideal. I will settle for a thumb. I'm popping. Want a log home. I do. I want a log home. I think a log home would be lovely. I can't think of a third L right now that would have any sort of a merit on this conversation. Laughable, lovable luxury in a log home. I got it. Yeah, Cara Pro. I couldn't agree more. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm just going to agree. So, Game Facts, what is it that you'd like me to do? And in exchange for a thumb up, I will do whatever you want me to do. Keep people saying game. Just game? You just want me to say game? That's it? Just game? Yeah, give me a thumb, and I'll say game. How would you like me to say it? Like with a Spanish accent? Like I was in the Inquisition? How do you want me to say game? Do you want me to enunciate any specific letter, consonant, vowel of the word game? Or just you want me to say game? Mother trucker, game. That came out organically and nicely, did it not? I think so. I think game. I think I've pissed off the YouTube gods somehow. We had quite the steam most of this week, and now we're back to kind of our regular irregularity. It's like a BM, which is a bowel movement. That's kind of what this show is sometimes. I don't know. Maybe we changed format just slightly. Oh, thank you for the thumb. I'm grateful. That is the currency here, folks. I do not make a dime, nor a nickel, nor a penny. I live internally off of your thumbs. It sounds weird and grotesque, but it's true. Lots. Wow, we're getting close to actual language. We're getting so close. I believe in you. I think at minute marker 23:42, we'll hit an actual sentence that I'll understand. Done. I already like it because it's not a bot stream. No, I'm a real person. I read okay. I don't read that well. But I'm doing the best with what I have. This is a very real show. It is a nutty show. I'm wackadoo. I'm random. I've messed up my life in more ways than I could ever explain, but I'll try to. If you care to hear, you can ask me anything. This is your show. I am just merely a brush. You are the paint. This is the canvas. That's how this is orchestrated. This is how this works. You watch a tree grow? Oh, I love it. I've heard that before, and it made me laugh the first time. I did chuckle internally the second time. Nothing. Okay, game facts. Okay, nothing. Are we still on that train, or are we off the station? Or are we off the rails completely? Handsome daddy, thanks. Join my OnlyFans. Everything is free. Everything I do is free. I don't have full frontal nudity. There's no nudity on my OnlyFans, but I have no fans on OnlyFans. I only found out yesterday that you can't just willy-nilly search people and things and places on OnlyFans. You have to know their handle. Everything I do, every part of me is free and Nutty Butter 111. NUTTYBUTTER 1111. I can be found on OnlyFans for free. And again, I don't show my stuff. I just put on there sketches that I can't do here. There's no audience, much like YouTube. I don't have much of an audience. There's no following. It's just me, and this is who I am. I could have 50 billion subscribers, or I could have 5. This is just who I am and what I am about. Actually, I'm not joking. I liked the long time ago. Oh, thank you so much. Trying to figure out the live stream that was about it. Okay, Game Facts, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I will take the love any which way I can get it. I don't have many subscribers. Each one I feel like I've earned. And so if you subscribe, I feel like I've earned that. And I appreciate you. And if I can help you out in any way, every comment that is made on anything I've ever done on any platform, a response is guaranteed as long as I know it exists. So yeah, thank you so much. Can we have performance of the new girl in town from Hairspray the Musical? Sure, you can have whatever you'd like. I don't know what if you're asking me to do. The new girl in town. I don't know. I'm very ill versed with musicals, especially Hairspray. I think John Travolta played a lady in it. That's as far as I would get with that. I know. Give me a head with hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, breezing, vagging, slapping. Get it down there, hair. My OnlyFans is feet. That's fine. Cool. I mean, if you're into that, fine. The feet ladies do quite well. For me, I have to get a second job. I have to clear out my 401k. I have to work. Ladies just be like, I'm going to take some photos of my feet. So, that's what it is. The only thing is that my OnlyFans is really a picture of a chicken. That's all. That's fine. You know what? A fan is a fan is a fan. And I just have no fans. So I just need one fan so I don't feel quite so lonely. It's free. Again, there's no paywall. I post about every other day something or other, whether it's a curious photo or a sketch that's just too funny for TikTok or YouTube. So yeah, feel free to join. It is free. The only thing is, picture. That was a wonderful rendition. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I want to call you Jägermeister. And I think that's because of my dyslexia. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to say it is what it is, but it is what it is. No truer facts have been spoken ever. Oh, no. Steven. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, what? Oh, no, what? Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for the currency. That is my paycheck. I appreciate the emojis, the hearts, the thumbs up, the subscribers. I love you all. I enjoy this live stream because it's finally somebody that has talent instead of these streams. Thank you so much. Talent is subjective, but I will take it as a compliment. I get very few. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not selling you knockoff Coach purses. I'm not tapping on my microphone and going... I'm not doing that. I'm not playing karaoke through my phone. I am really communicating with you and trying to help you through this thing called life. This crazy, crazy quest called life. It is miserable most times to be a human being. It's lonely. It's isolating. I've been there. You make mistakes. You try. You get knocked down. You get kicked. You get poured dirt in your eyes. I've lived it every single day of my life, and I'm here to help you through it the best I can. That's what this is about. We're here for each other. I'm primarily here for you. Tarot cards, I know. I could definitely do tarot cards. I have enough premonitions to make it sellable, right? I just choose not to. I think it's very fake. I think it's kind of a cheap way to do that. And there's a lot of it. It's a very saturated market on here with that. Is the comic book store closed today? That's very funny, Gallagher. I'm actually not even a comic book fan, but I will laugh at that. You can poke fun at me all you like as long as it's elevated and comical, and that was both of those. So I appreciate that, actually. I celebrate the humor. I far from that. I understand what I look like, especially in a mirror, but no, I'm not. I was popular in school. I got laid regularly, still get laid regularly. I'm really not even into superhero movies. I think the last superhero movie I liked was and I don't know much about it, was the Flash movie from like 4 years ago that they cut in theaters where Michael Keaton revisits Batman. I thought that was a great movie. I don't know why that got shit on, but I'm not up on the Avengers. I'm not up on any of that shit. There was like the Thundercats or Thunderbolts. I didn't even watch it. Yeah, I think in my silly little brain here, I think there needs to be more villains. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Are you guys back? Are you back with me? Jesus, sorry about that. Fucking, I don't know what you guys heard, what you didn't. Walgreens was leaving me a 9-minute voicemail. I think if I didn't have any before, now I don't have any now. What was I saying? Oh, unpopular opinion if this is still live. I don't know if it's live. So sorry about that. I hate Walgreens. Again, Walgreens, suck it. Leave me the fuck alone. Again, if we're live, if it's just me, still I've got feelings and thoughts. I've done live streams for hours with nobody in the chat. So I'm used to it. I'm used to being dejected and rejected. I'm used to those things. So it's no problem on my part here. No hair off my back, okay? So back to it, unpopular opinion. There needs to be more villains. Why are there like 85,000 superheroes in one fucking movie and they're trying to get one guy, one bad guy? Why don't they have a coalition? Why isn't it more bad guys than good? Like, that makes way more sense to me. Oh, God, we need to come up with a secret society where everybody knows we're a society and it's no longer secret to kill one guy. What the fuck? You've got superhero strength. You came from the sun. You fucking are a god, right? You're a Greek god. Yet we need to form an alliance to beat one guy that has stones. What the fuck? Oh, it's just me. Anyway, that was just a riff, a tangent, a debacle from the comic book geek. I guess that sounds geeky, but I really am not into that shit at all. And I don't play video games. I play Madden football when it comes out. And I don't even like play it obsessively. I play one game a day at most, which is 20 minutes or less at most. It's more like once a week. Tarot cards will tell you that. I like that, Jägermeister, if you're still here. What do you call a lady with a turtle on her head? Slow-moving plant eater? I don't know. I'm guessing. I guess. I do the best I can with what I have. What is it if you're still here, Jägermeister? If you're not, I understand. I'm going to make it a point of contention to reestablish my lack of relationship with Walgreens after this, because I am pissed as fuck that they fucked up the momentum of the stream. I don't even know if anybody's out there. I might have lost everything. Would you rather? Okay, I've heard this, Bode, but I appreciate that. I laughed the first dozen times I heard it. I will even cover my camera for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson! See? That's as good as it's going to get, buddy. But you can give me a thumbs up. You can give me a subscription for playing along. You sure did. I still like it. It's a play on words, and it got me the first time. It was a genuine laughter the first time. It just hit me a few days ago, and we're just catching up. It's fine. You didn't know. You tried. I don't mind. Again, as long as it's elevated and there's effort, that's all I care about. That's what life's about. It's about trying. Even if you get your knees skinned, even if you fall down, even if people are mean and they point at you and say bad things to your face. You know what I mean? It's how you respond to it, right? So I do believe for the first time in my life, I'm just not quitting. Like, this is my last chance. I'm just not going to quit. Like, this is just it. Again, whether there's 5 billion on my side in the Nutty Nation or there's 5 or none, it doesn't matter to me. I appreciate it. Is that Jack Black? I wish I was Jack Black. I wish. I did not model this apathetic look after him, though, I swear. I didn't even know he had a similar look to this until, like, that movie came out that I haven't seen. The Minecraft. Is it Mine? Like, M-I-N-E? Is it Mind? Like, mental? Like, mind? And is it craft? Like, craft services, if you've ever been in the biz, where they serve you free food on sets? Or is it like crap? Like poop? Like shit? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I know the Lava Chicken song because I heard it twice and people ask me to sing it every stream. I don't mind trying. I don't mind doing it. But I've only heard it twice, so I don't know all the words. But yes, I would love to be Jack Black. My favorite Jack Black movie of all time was when he just got his start, and it was in High Fidelity Behind Me with John Cusack. One of the best, I would say, in the top 5 breakup movies of all time. And that is a little fun wordplay because he does top 5 things in the movie. He works at a record store, which don't exist, and that's why we lost our audience of 3. I wonder if it's because I changed the format of this that we're getting substantially less traffic. I wonder if I hit the right keynotes and shit before, copy and paste. So maybe I'll go live later with the same shit that I did before. You know what I mean? I try to evolve. I try to do the best I can with what I have, the confines of this body and soul and mind. And sometimes I fuck up. Sometimes I take chances and fuck up, but that's life. And if you fuck up, that's fine too. I'm happy to help you through it the best I can. Encourage the Cowardly Dog. I do like that name. It's just me and my thoughts, so we'll just do some Would You Rathers. We'll knock that the fuck out. Half an hour is guaranteed. A couple of days ago when we were really cooking, we did 3.5, and by we, I mean I did 3.5 hours. The next day, 2.5 hours. Yesterday, an hour and a half. Tonight might be the lone half hour. It is up to YouTube whether they push me through or not, whether you stick around. That's entirely up to you. I believe in free will. It is your life. I'm just a part of it. I am, again, the brush. You are the paints, and this is the canvas. We've done a number of that one. We got Would You Rather cards here. Oh, what the hell is blue cheese? There you go. Hi, how have you been? What's your favorite thing to dip in blue cheese, even though you don't know what it is? Chicken wings. Chicken wings primarily is what blue cheese is used for. It is a nice, it's like an upgrade for ranch dressing. You get little crumbles of cheese. They happen to be white and blue. It's very good sometimes. The bottle shit isn't very good. It's typically you do it to offset heat, right? Anything that's spicy. So you could do like spicy chicken skewers. It's really like chicken tenders that are buffalo style, chicken wings. We're obsessed with heat. We always want to put things in our body that don't belong. Like whether it's we're talking about anal sex, which I'm gonna lose people, but that's fine. That's what the show's about. Or hot stuff, like the Hot Ones show. I've never watched a full episode. I get the idea, get the concept. Why are we trying to kill ourselves with food? We do enough stupid shit like jump out of airplanes, jump off of bridges. Why do we do this? Like why can't we just be like, this is fine to be who we are? We always want to push the limits, right? Push the limits of our bowels. Okay. That's a lot of words. I've done that before. Okay. Well, 0 for 2, which is kind of the story of today. But we're not, you know what? It's not for lack of trying. We got up, we got our 5 hours of sleep or less, and we went to town. We went to Pound Town, USA to get shit done, and we did it. And it looks right now like it's a waste of fucking time. Maybe I shouldn't have rewritten the script for the descriptions and stuff or the tags, but say la vet. Would you rather, here we go. Finally, a new card, something we can dabble into. At least I can unpack it myself because I seem to be an audience of myself, which is one, which is fine. Fucking photo bucket. It's just going to be one of those spammy days, isn't it? Walgreens, photo bucket. If you're listening to me, go eat a dick. Leave me the fuck alone. Delete my photos. I don't care. It says I have 6 photos from 10 years ago. I don't give a fuck. What do you think those photos are? Oh my gosh. Just tell me what they are. Just delete it. Anyway. Would you rather, in one sitting, so you can't get up, you have to sit down the duration of the time until this task is complete, in one sitting, eat an entire jar of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. I have a sketch about excessive stuff, and I think it's called Why Wife Why, which is what I do here. I create an original sketch every single day. My lady has an ungodly amount of mayonnaise. We don't even eat it. But that's the first part. Would you rather in one sitting eat an entire jar of mayonnaise or drink a jar of pickle juice? That is for you, my lovely listeners out there. What would you rather do? Again, in one sitting, so you can't move, you can't do anything until this task is complete. Capiche? Eat an entire jar of mayonnaise or drink an entire jar of pickle juice. I think the obvious answer, at least for me, is pickle juice. I like pickle juice, especially when I'm churning and burning in the gym and I'm eating right, which hasn't been recent. I know what I look like in a mirror. But pickle juice is a very low-carb, semi-quasi-healthy thing to consume, and it suppresses actual hunger pains. So I would choose the pickle juice. I could do it in probably 5 minutes or less if I was really thirsty and hungry at the same time. Mayonnaise to me is fucking disgusting. It's like eating lard. If you've ever seen Crisco, it's a variation of Crisco. I'm not a fan. I did go to Overeaters Anonymous throughout my life. I'm not shitting on that or anything like that. But there was a human being in one of my Overeaters Anonymous sessions that had an addiction to mayonnaise. That was their big red flag food, so you couldn't even bring it up unless they brought it up. And he would just sit down when he was really going at it, and he would just have like a spoon or a knife or whatever the fuck he would use, and he'd just eat mayonnaise out of a jar, he said. True story, can't make it up, was so disgusted by it. I think I would rather have a stick of butter than a fucking jar of mayonnaise. I don't want either. Anyway, bro, let's play with rock, paper, scissors, and count to 5. Okay, yeah, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I bet you win. I hope you won. I'm rooting for you to win. Okay, would you rather own a giant mansion in a location of your choice? That sounds pretty good. Own a giant mansion in a location of my choice? I'm into that. Or own a nice one-bedroom apartment in 10 cities across the world. That could be one of the best ones as far as thought-provoking questions that we've ever received on this live stream for Would You Rather. I will reiterate. Scissors. Oh, it's a tie. We'll have to go again. Howdy, Flower. How goes it? How's your Friday? Hopefully it's swell bells. What's your favorite thing to dip? Not the dipping sauce itself. That is the vote. What's your favorite vehicle to drive to said sauce? Is it a hamburger? Is it French toast sticks? That'd be weird, but we celebrate weird here. Would it be chicken tenders? Who knows? All right, rematch if you're still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still going with the scissors. Hopefully you beat me. Your heart. Aw. Thank you so much. And what would you dip it in? Your heart? Hearts combined? Hearts squared? I love that. Thank you so much. Rock. Yeah, you won. Victorious. Congratulations. Again, would you rather own one ginormous mansion at a location of your choosing? That's right. You can have the biggest house you've ever imagined anywhere in the world you want, right? It could be Boston, Massachusetts. It could be Arcadia, Arkansas, which is Arkansas. That's how you'd say it. It could be anywhere you want. It could be in your backyard, the biggest mansion ever. Or would you rather have 10, one-bedroom apartments? Yep. Anywhere in 10 cities around the world. And I'll tell you what, I'm at the point in my life where the answer is easy. I would like to be living in the mansion right here, right now, right? Because I don't travel. I don't like to travel anymore. I've done so much of it younger years, right? Like even 5 years ago, in a heartbeat, without thought, I would have picked the 10 cities, one-bedroom apartment all over the world. Would have been like, man, Paris, fucking Rome, New York City, Chicago. Not anymore. I want the big house with a filming studio, a professional laboratory for me, and my shit that I do, my comedic sketches on the daily. I would rather have a mansion that does all the things I need it to do for my life and what I do now, instead of 10 various places that I travel to. It's just I don't want to do the work, and then I don't want to clean the various places either. I don't want to like fly there. I don't want to like fucking do the rental fees and shit. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, that's me. Barbecue, baby. Barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back. Now, how does it feel to work? Oh, yeah, so delays. There is a delay, and then it's me getting caught on a tangent of conversation. I just want to have scary manner? I wish. I don't know. Oh, a scary man. I think that's related to the livable situation question posed. I don't quite understand what you're meaning. I think it's me being dumb, which I am. I am nutty, and I'm a little bit sometimes not there. If a vegan and a vegetarian fall off a cliff, who wins? I think the cliff wins, don't they? Right? How big's the cliff, and do they survive the fall? I need more information to make a judgment call. Would I rather, a better question for me, would I rather date a vegan or a vegetarian? I've dated both. Both are a huge pain in my ass because I'm a meat guy. There's only so much half pepperoni, half cheese pizzas you can deal with because the pepperoni sneaks on other aspects of the pizza, right? It's not quite always even. And then they want veggies sometimes, and I don't want onions anywhere, at any point in my life. But I believe that vegetarians are a little less strict. Some vegetarians are even liars and they eat fish, which does not make you a vegetarian because fish is a meat product. But still, regardless, I would rather be with a vegetarian than a vegan. A vegan, they're so strict. Man, and it's just like, they'd be the ones that would catch me jerking off in the other room, right? I just can't have that. I can't go for that. No can do. Hall & Oates. Society. Yeah, what's up with society, right? Yo, what's up, Tiger Bro? Tiger Bro's in the house. Tiger Bro, Tiger Bro, Tiger Bro. A manor is a large house with land. Oh. A manor. I was thinking like a manner of thought, like a manner of organization. I see again, silly sauce me. Yep. A manor, right? Yep, like Walter Manor, right? Like a community. Like I think of like Savannah, Georgia when I think of manor. I love Savannah, Georgia, by the way. It's one of my favorite cities in the United States. So if I did choose 10 one-bedroom apartments throughout the world, Savannah, Georgia, bet your bottom dollar would be one of those 10 for me. That would be a fun game. Where would I put geographically the 10 one-bedroom apartments? I'll get to that in just a second. Let me catch up on this. A noble or a lord in medieval times. Yeah. I love medieval times, by the way. I love going there. It's always 1,000 degrees or raining, though. I never get it right, but I do it once in a while. I do it probably every 3 to 4 years, whether I want to or not, which I want to unless it's raining or super hot. In lies the rub. My vibes. I love your vibes. Even though you don't got viewers, you're still motivated. you're my motivation. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can't kick a puppy when he's down, right? He's just going to be what he's going to be. And I'm just going to be that little puppy that's hopeful that one day this hard work and perseverance will pay off. Somebody somewhere with some sort of thing that can offer me like stability and other people to play with, not in an R-rated fashion, but in a sensible, let's create content way. We'll spot this hopefully through some means and be like, dude, this guy's too great to have 5 viewers or whatever it is, 5 subscribers. 5's the number of the day for some reason. Maybe I should put all my money, which is $5, on horse number 5 in the 5th race. Mendes. Yeah, I know. Menendez. Hey, man, how you doing? You know, a pro potato, you know what? I'm B plus right now. B plus. Usually I'm C plus. I'm B plus. I'm great. The numbers do not reflect how I feel on the inside, nor does the exterior match the interior. I feel really great. I feel rested. I feel good. I'm sure that can change with a whimper or a call from Walgreens because they don't get the picture. Fucking hate Walgreens. What was the stream about? Well, the stream is basically a chaotic mess where you feel less alone about your own existence through my personal struggles and disappointments. I think that's a good synopsis. I think if somebody were to sound clip that, it would be a great runner. Tiger Bro is the GOAT. Yeah, it's Friday. Should be an A plus. Nah, we don't really get A pluses. You know, the B plus. I'm not like a too hard on myself guy, but I'm a realistic optimist, I guess you could say. I'm all those things. I can be pessimist, I can be optimist, and I can be realist. I can be all three at the same time. So B plus is pretty fucking good for me. There's not really an A plus because my brain is so confuzzled. I have what's called depersonalization. I don't wear it like a tattoo or a cape. It's just a realization that most of the time my mind and my body do not feel connected, and it's a dangerous, scary spot. And I go through that 99% of the day. So A pluses don't really exist anymore. Would you rather eat an entire jar of condensed milk or Nutella? I think condensed milk would go substantially faster. I think I could do a thing of condensed milk like a shot, right? Nutella is going to require utilities, like utensils, like a fork, a butter knife, a spoon perhaps. I don't like spoons in general. The only thing I use spoons on are soup. That's it. I even eat my cereal with a fork. I don't like using spoons at all, unless it's a soup, because there's really no other option except for my mouth hole when there's a soup. Any hooser. Yeah, so I would use the condensed milk, and then if I got sick later, I got sick later. I would think I would get sick regardless, right? A whole thing of Nutella, that's a shit ton of sugar. 7 constant viewers is still pretty solid. 6 likes. Well, thanks, Pro Potato. I appreciate that. It just is... It's so baffling because the last few days we've been dancing around. We hit like 42 likes and then 30 likes and then like 20 something yesterday. So we've been consistently inconsistent, which is great. That's what we are. That's our tattoo across our forehead. The goal every day is 10 thumbs. So I would love to get to 10 thumbs today. We'll see if that's possible or feasible. But what I'm getting at is the YouTubeage has given us the promised land. They've given us a little nip slip. They've given us a whale tail, if you know what that means. That's when a lady's wearing a thong, she bends over and she doesn't realize, or she does, that she's exposing her thong. I like that very much. And so now I've seen what's possible. And so when I don't get it anymore, there's a level of disappointment somewhat. But at the end of the day, it's just me and you. So it's whatever you want it to be. If you want to be here, if you want to participate, great. I am grateful for the thumbs up, the subscribers, all the communication. Thank you so much. You might not have 3,000 views, but you have a big brain. I do. It is ever going, never stopping. And it is quite a pain in the ass most of the time. The only benefit to that is my sketch comedy train. Today is day 137 in a row. Yesterday, it was like 6 o'clock, and I didn't have any ideas for a sketch. None whatsoever. I laid on the floor, put the cell phone down, closed my eyes, and I said, Lord, you've really killed me, or killing me slowly and painfully with this depersonalization mental issue. The least you can do is bless me with a sketch idea. And literally 2 seconds later, I had a sketch idea. And it came together. There was no script. There was no rhyme. There was no reason. The line of, I'll show you my boobs came to my head. And then I worked backwards. I Quentin Tarantino'd it. I went from the end to the front. And it was an all right sketch. You'll see it in 2 days on YouTube. It is out on TikTok at NuttyButter111 right now if you want to watch it. I think it's a guy's motivation, a guy's something I called it. And then in parentheses, I'll show you the goods. And basically, it's the woman character that I play saying, you promised to take me to Kohl's. He doesn't want to take her to Kohl's. Eventually, she bribes him by saying, I'll show you my boobs. And then he jumps out of bed and he's like, my car, your car. And that just came to me. Like, that shit just comes to me. It pours in and out of me like a revolving door of magic sometimes, but it kills me. It's killing me, and it's preventing me from sleep and being a normal human being. But that is it. Like, if I didn't do this and I didn't do anything else, and I had a film crew and I had somebody that could wire me for sound and lighting, I could easily knock out 50 original sketches in a day. Like, I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, that's just my reality. I can do it. Sketches are very easy for me to create and come by. Anyway, I went on way too long with that. Again, condensed milk is the answer. Oh, so what? That dude literally weird, especially with the speech. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm nutty. We know this. I'm back. The goat's back. Wow, they're just jokes. How's God? The gang's all here. Maybe I should start at 10 instead of 9:30. I don't know. Every day is a little different, though. Every day is a snowflake. I just don't know if it's going to be a terrorizing snowflake or a wondrous adventure of a snowflake. Tiger Bro, good morning. Guten Morgen, yeah. I'll fill you in. Please do, Goat. Hi. Good morning, Nutty. Good morning, Goat. How are you guys? Oh, we got 16 votes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I want to know what you like to dip in those sauces. What's your favorite thing to dip? I am a dipper. I love to dip things. I do. My favorite thing to eat anymore, the last 5 years, double cheeseburger plain, just meat and cheese. I don't even need a bun. I like it pink in the middle. I won't say medium rare because nobody knows what that means anymore. I can go to a fancy restaurant. Oh my God, excuse me. Holy shit, that snuck up on me. That just fell out like a tongue. Oh. Sorry about that. Very gross. Never happened before. I'm sure it has, and it'll probably happen again at some point. Anyway, I want pink in my burger. I don't like to dip that. But everything else is fair game for me. I like dipping chips and things of that degree. I dip my hot dogs. I love hot dogs. Again, I don't require a bun, but I like dipping it in sweet relish, ketchup, and mustard. I just love dipping things. Wings. Chicken wings. Except for Old Lydia's in Milwaukee. They're the only wing I've ever had that don't require any ranch or blue cheese. They're just so good as they are. Garlic parmesan. If you're ever in the area, go to Old Lydia's. Weird as me. You aren't alone. Oh, thank you so much. Well, that really means a lot, especially on days today where you're just pushing through, right? You're just trying to get through. I know people love Fridays because you look forward to the weekend, right? And you look forward to your paycheck, possibly. Me, there's no weekend. There's no paycheck. So Friday's the same as Monday, basically, right? It's all a feeling within oneself. It doesn't have any merit or reason for me because I am just over here not making money, doing what I do, and I go live. I do the same shit I do today. I'll do the same shit today as I'll do Saturday and Sunday. There's no difference. A new sketch will be created in some way at some point at some time. I will go live, even if it's just for 30 minutes. That's my minimum. At some point, at some time, unless I'm really drunk or really hungover, and then I'll still do the sketch, and I just won't do the stream. I only missed one stream day last week, and that was because I was intoxicated. No bun, pink, Swiss cheese, mushrooms, and garlic. Mustard on the side. They're just jokes. That's great. That's very similar. I feel like that's very, very similar to what I have going on. Sans the Swiss and mushrooms. I do like garlic. I just hate onions. No NFO, no fucking onions. Not now, not ever. Swiss is a curious one, but Swiss is accented by the mushrooms. I get it. I respect it. I can break it down. I'm an American cheese guy. I like American cheese on a burger. It melts the best. Every other cheese to me is shit on a burger to me, right? There are small exceptions, sure. And I like the Kraft cheese. They call it dog cheese in some areas where you just give it to dogs because nobody likes the cheese. I love that cheese. I put it on eggs, put it on everything because it melts well. There was something I was going to go back to and double back. I forgot what it was. It was some probably life story or life struggle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It is what you want it to be, and it's what it's not. So we can just leave that alone and pretend like everything is hunky-dory because I forgot what I was going to say. And it's fine. I don't even know how to rewatch these. I put them public after they're done. It takes like 20 minutes for the whole thing to upload usually. I add tags, which means nothing unless you're a content creator. That helps you to navigate this to really nobody. And but I do it every time. Every time I do it. And I don't even know how to rewatch them. Every time I click on them in YouTube Studio or my own YouTube, it never plays. So I don't even know if it can be replayed. I just think I just do it for the sake of doing it, especially for scrambled eggs. I know, right? Sometimes I get a little spicy and I like a little pepper jack on my eggs. Derek, hello from Minnesota. I am from Wisconsin, so like my accent's way worse than yours. You are not nearly as nasally. And fun fact, like 83% of the female persuasion that are in the demographic of, how do I say this, getting knocked up and marriage, that part of their life, move to Minnesota from Wisconsin. So they escape here and they go to you. So well done. Hopefully you're raking it in with whatever gender you're into, or maybe you're into both. Either way, there's no wrong answer. We are buddies, yeah, even though we're rivals. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, I don't think there's really a huge rivalry between us. I think we can all agree on cheese curds. I certainly love and adore the Juicy Lucy's of the world. I'm a huge fan of that. Sometimes you do curious things with hot dogs. You're not quite, what is that called? You're not quite coney dog. You're not quite chili dog. You like to do your own thing. I respect that. Cheese curds. Yes, exactly. Fry them up. Put them in, and then what do you do with your cheese curds? What do you do, Derek? Do you like ranch or do you like marinara for your cheese curds? Or do you like both or do you like none? To me, it depends on the preparation of the cheese curd. Is it white cheese? Is it yellow cheese? Is it original batter or did you just pre-freeze it months or years ago and it's just shit, right? If it's shit, I guess ranch. It depends on what's better. And then every place has their own unique spin on ranch. For some reason, of all the chains, I like Chili's ranch the best. I think Chili's is the best. You dip it in ketchup, we can still be friends. It's fine. But I am not. Oh, I don't want it in ketchup. I don't want my cheese curds in ketchup. No, I don't. Anyway, 3 goats. They're just jokes. Me and Dojim. I don't know what that is, but hi, comrade. Hello. USSR, are you back into it? Are you back into the USSR? How lucky you are to be back in the USSR. It is a Beatles song. I give the lyricist credits, you know what I mean? And that is Paul McCartney when he was with the Beatles. He wrote that one, not John Lennon. And I know that for a fact because he's singing it. Ketchup, yuck. Ketchup can be okay. I'm okay if if you want to do ketchup, fine. Just cheese curds and ketchup? I don't know. I mean, it's fine. If we were at a table drinking a beer and you were doing it, I'd make fun of you a little bit, but I wouldn't leave the table, right? I think, again, it depends on the consistency of the cheese curd. It was a yolk. Derek, it's fine. It would be fine if it wasn't a joke. It'd be fine if that's what you wanted to do. I know people that eat hash browns and eggs with ketchup. That's fine. When I was a child, I'd eat my fried chicken with ketchup. That was bananas. I mean, luckily I grew out of that shit. But I remember, I think 12 years old, I was still dipping. Like, KFC was a thing back then. You'd go when mom didn't want to cook on a Sunday. You go through the drive-thru at KFC, and I would dip it in ketchup. Fucking weird, bro. Things are weird. What's the weirdest thing you guys eat? I don't know. How do you eat something that is so weird? I get weird with my Rice Krispies because I don't like to go through the rigmarole of making Rice Krispie treats. If you made them for me, I would eat them in a heartbeat. So I just take mini marshmallows and I put it in the microwave. Sometimes I add cake frosting and peanut butter too. Very wackadoo. So people do wackadoo things with food. I'm okay for it. I'm here for it. In Poland, I love it. I love a good Polish hot dog. That to me is my favorite hot dog, unless it's the cheddarwurst and it's filled with cheese. Hi, Black Loki. What's your favorite thing to dip? Is it chicken wings, burgers, brats, chips, cheese curds? That's the question of the day. The poll of the day is what specific dipping sauce is the best, the greatest and best of all time? Some might say the GOAT. I haven't checked any of the poll results, so we can do that right now. Oh, it's pretty decisive right now, right? Pretty decisive. Barbecue. I would have never imagined when I was scheming up this 2 seconds before this live stream poll question that it would be barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. I really thought it was going to be ranch. I thought ranch would take it away in high numbers. That's why I put ranch at the 3 slot. I'm always overthinking. I'm consistently inconsistent and always overthinking. I didn't want to put ranch first because I thought it would be clearly 1. Honey mustard. Honey mustard number 2. So barbecue sauce, honey mustard, ranch, and then blue cheese. I think a lot of people just don't know what blue cheese is or what can be used for blue cheese. It's fine. I get it. Cheese curds. I'm weird. Dude, then you're in the right fucking place, man. You are in the right place. Consistently inconsistent, nutty, weird, and a little odd. That is me in a nutshell. In a crazy burrito. A cringe burrito, if you would. I don't eat condiments. I love it. Make a stand. Just fucking push it right in the sand. That's fine. Fuck condiments. Your refrigerator on the door must look sad, though. If you don't utilize condiments, what's in the door part of your refrigerator door when you open it up and it has those little racks that never fit anything properly? What's in there? What lives in there? Do you put like pickles and shit in there? I'm not judging. I'm just curious. When I'm curious and I don't understand things, I ask questions. That's just what I do. At 42 years old, I'm still quite inquisitive because I love to know how other people deconstruct and operate, right? All right, cool. We've got not a bereavement, but a flow of messages. I love it. Yeah, I want to know. Juicy Lucy, bacon and barbecue sauce. Yeah, and then you got to have a little ranch. For me, you got to have a little ranch in there too. So if you don't know, Juicy Lucy is a well-constructed burger that has cheese inside of the burger, not a top. Sometimes you can double cheese. It's fine. It's optional. But they put chunks of cheese inside of the hamburger meat, and then they cook it. So why they call it a Juicy Lucy is because when you bite it, you really have, it's like a gusher with cheese and meat. And I know that sounds unsavory, but it sounds super sexy to me. You bite it, it jisms all over your face and your beard if you have one. Or if you're wearing a wig, it would get your wig, I'm sure of it. And it just goozes. Goozes should be a verb. We should invent goozes. Put it on a t-shirt, goozes. It goozes upon your face and your lips. It's a majestic feeling to just be ransacked by meat and cheese. Mustard needs more love. I agree. I like mustard too. In hindsight, I didn't want to confuse the people by putting honey mustard and pure mustard. So I just went with honey mustard because I think most people, when they think about dipping sauces, they probably think of like chicken McNuggets. I think that's a fair assessment. Like what kind of sauce would you get for chicken McNuggets? So that's kind of the parallels I did. I do butter and garlic. I like that. Simple, fun, great. Burger, love it. Mr. Martinez, I'm guessing you're a Mr. I can't see the thumbnails, I'm on the phone. Honey mustard chicken. Okay, so you're a spice guy and a marinade guy. I respect, much respect to that. Samado, I agree that. Yeah, I like that. I think that means samesies. Breakfast burrito combination. Oh my gosh, Derek, you're speaking my language, my love language. I love breakfast burritos. I went on a breakfast burrito tangent yesterday because I'm in Wisconsin. It's hard to find good breakfast burritos. I lived in LA for 5 to 10 years. Time kind of left my body a little bit there. But in between 5 and 10 years, breakfast burrito game, best in the United States, hands down. Chorizo, eggs, bacon, cheese, egg, hash brown, just so great. You fucking could be noon 30. You'd find a place that could still swap up a breakfast burrito. And they're huge too. So good. Just love it. Oh, can't get it here though. Here's a stupid imitation of it. Samesies. I'm going to read that as Samesies Martinez. They're just jokes. Frank's Red Hot, baby. I don't mind Frank's Red Hot occasionally. They're empty. Really? Black, that's hilarious. I would love. You should. I just got on Reddit 4 days ago. Everything I'm doing that I've never used before, that have been around for years. I have no friends. I have no followers. I have no nothing. It's not poor me. It's I'm late to the party and I don't know how to utilize these things. But I'm trying. I'm shaking every tree in hopes that at some point, if I keep going the way I'm going, someone somewhere will discover me and get to me to where I know it belongs. So again, with the Reddit, I'm learning slowly about Reddit. Again, just a couple days old. I think that would be a hilarious Reddit post. Just show a photo of your empty inside door of your refrigerator and maybe a quick view of the shit you have in there and just be like, am I alone here? I don't use condiments or something like that. No condiments, no problem might be the headline there. Again, I am very creative. I can come up with that shit. I'd say no condiments, no problem. And then I'm sure it would trigger a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people would get rubbed incorrectly, rubbed the wrong way with that. Like, how can you have no condiments? What kind of adult has no condiments? How can we live in a world without condiments? Again, welcome to the Nutty Nation. If you've never been here, welcome in. Yeah, welcome to the show. Please like, subscribe. That is my currency. Please drop a note if you'd like to. Take a vote. I'm here for you. You're the paint. I'm the brush. This is the canvas. It's so simple. It's so mindless. Self-indulgent, really. Just love it. Okay. We don't like retracted messages here, Black Loki, but I like you. I like your style, and I'd love to see that photo, especially in a Reddit format. I think it'd be amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's amazing, but be careful. Cheese can lava. Cheese can lava. Steve's ringing the cheese can lava barrel. Burger in your mouth causing panic. Ooh, yeah. I'm down for that. If you can just give me partially cooked hamburger with cheese that oozes, I'm for it. I'm here for that. So I just check, and I don't really use that part of the fridge. That's great. Black Loki, if you're still with us, please take a photo of it, put it on Reddit, and just say no condiments, no problem. I just think, and again, this is coming from a guy that has 0 followers, 0 friends, 0 whatever they are on Reddit. I say do it. I think there's magic in that. Mustards are like pickled cucumbers, so many different types. Yeah, I think they're just jokes. I think that's what it is. I think pickles were once cucumbers, right? Like butterflies were once caterpillars. Isn't that? I think that's how it is. I don't know. I've never made it. Sup, Derek? Thank you so much. That is my currency. I'm grateful for that. Thank you very much. When I cook, I take chicken, corn, and other veggies, blend them in a sauce created for blend and seasoning, and then pour it over rice. Different combinations of meat and veggies sauteed. That's amazing. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell you're a marination man. I can tell. I got that vibe instantly. No condiments, no problem. Yeah, I marinate the shit out of things. I know how to season things. There's restaurants that don't know what seasoning is. It's bland as fuck. You got to do something with that. Talk to Black Loki. Hire him. I'm sure he'll help you out. Question: is condiments used when the food is not seasoned properly? Yes and no. Hence, circling back to my Olidias, that could be the non-sponsor of the day, because we're not sponsored by anybody. We don't make any money off of anything we do. Olidias in Milwaukee. If you're in the mood for tasty wings, good beer, and reasonable customer service, go to Olidias. Not sponsored today on Nutty Butter Live Stream. Thanks, Olidias, for not sponsoring us. So again, with that, I think their garlic parm wings are so outstanding that it requires no dipping sauce. They have good ranch. They have great blue cheese. Still, it's not required for me. I like their French fries in the ranch or the blue cheese, but their wings are so good because they know how to do it. I think for me, if it's good enough seasoned and prepared, it doesn't require the dipping sauce. I think so. But I still have had immaculate fries, and I'm not a big fry guy. I know looks are deceiving here. I'm not a really big French fry guy, but I've had immaculate French fries that I've still dipped in cheese sauce because it was an option and it was on my table and on my plate. I love dipping good fries in cheese sauce. So I would say there are exceptions to every rule. Condiments are no different. Okay. Oh boy, we got another retracted message. I fell behind. That's on me. Horse I got. I haven't had a pickle since I was a kid. Wow, really? Sorry, retracted because I'm not good with writing. That's fine. You're welcome. Like you're in the right people. You're with your tribe. Like it's fine. I'm with you. What's with the radio mic? It's just how I feel. Like this is basically a broadcast show of misfits, right? And I am just the curator. I'm just the MC of the moment. I feel very relaxed and it's very comfortable for me. I kind of grew up with the microphone in my hand. I had a mobile disc jockey business at the age of 14. It was all downhill since then, though. And I've always had a mic in my hand. I wanted to go to school for broadcasting, and I was talked out of it by my dad. It's not poor me. It just happened. And yeah, and so this is just how this is me. Like I'm not hiding behind anything. Headphones are fake, though. But the headphones feel comfortable and natural for the look and what I'm going for. But every layer of this is something that has I've been brought to this point, right? Like the headphones, the headband, right? I managed a bar. I wore a headband for a long time. I'm very comfortable. Everything is very comfortable. When I did stand-up comedy, it was all with a plain black shirt. So it's all kind of come to this fever pitch to this point. No hot sauce option. Nope. Nope. We kept it close. We kept it. I didn't want to skew it. I don't know if you're still here, Kevin, but if you are, I did that intentionally. I didn't want to. We got 10 thumbs up. I'm grateful for that. That's 2 fists. Thank you so much. Pick a car for edit. Roblox. Okay. I'm gonna go with a '99 Volkswagen New Beetle. Does that play? I don't know if you're still here. I'm weird though. I don't normally eat sweet stuff either. That's great. That's fine. I eat enough for both of us. Come on, man. I don't think that's your voice. That's just how I read it. ESPN and me. Come on, man. Hot sauce. I'm for it. I'm for it on eggs. I'm for it with breakfast tacos in general. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to skew the votes. I wanted to get down to the nitty gritty of what we like. How do we make our unhealthy food even unhealthier? Hot sauce has a layer of nutrition to it. It helps you poop. It helps me sweat. Right? So I did it. Roblox, are you here? If you're still here, Frankie, I'm here. I'm just slow sometimes. I get on tangents and riffs, and I get a little lazy, a little slow responding, but a response is guaranteed. I do an original sketch every single day. I've at day 137, I've never missed a day. I've been sick, I've been hungover, I've been drunk, I've been hurt. And I still create a sketch one every day, post it for the world to see, all for free. And this is just who I am. This is who I am. Sometimes I rift, and I miss some comments. Not intentional. I'll get to it. But Roblox, if you're here, if I can have that vote, if I can pick any car, I miss my '99 Volkswagen Beetle. It was rebranded. It had the dome, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But for some reason, the driver's seat was so comfortable. I'm such a big, tall guy, and it fit me like a glove. Otherwise, I'm going to go with my Kia Soul. I think it was a 2013 Kia Soul. I'm not a car guy at all, but I will. Anyway, response is guaranteed. Tagging back to that rant. A response is guaranteed. If you comment on anything, on any network, on any platform, on any video, of anything I've ever done, a response is guaranteed. So even if you're not here and I miss your comments in a reasonable time, I will read them. I still respond. Culver's cheese fries are awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like... Their cheese skirts are okay. Their fries are okay. They got crinkle cut fries. I'm on board with that. It's not my pro-choice. It's not. I like a double butter burger every now and then. I dated a preacher's daughter in high school, true story. She got me hooked on their chicken tenders. And I don't get chicken tenders anywhere else. If I get chicken, I get chicken wings, right? Like a man. Culver's once in a while, I dance around and I screw around and I get chicken tenders. And you know what she taught me, the preacher's daughter? She taught me to dip it in honey. It sounds wackadoo as shit, but it's good as fuck. So once in a great while, I'll get, and they brew their own root beer, of all things. And I like their root beer a lot. So I'll get a root beer from Culver's. I'll get the chicken tender basket. I'll get the fries or the cheese curds, whatever I feel. It's just it's a sidecar to the main entree, right? It's a sidecar to the main event. I don't really like it, but I tolerate it. And then I dip it in honey. I think it's delicious. I do like their concrete mixers. Anyway, that's a tangent on Culver's if you've never done it. All right, Culver's cheese fries. I like salty over sweet, but my favorite fries is Greek fries. I like Greek fries too. I like Greek food a lot. I like baklava. We talked about baklava a couple days ago. It doesn't matter if it's in a rectangular square shaped, if it's in a triangular shape. It doesn't matter how you fuck with baklava as long as it goes in my mouth. I haven't had baklava in years, but I love Greek food. I don't like their olives. Their olives, if they put the pits in, it's too much. It's too much olives. And it has to be black olives, no green olives ever. I don't like green olives. I don't like the drinks they go in. I was a bartender for a long time. I don't like martinis. Just do a shot of vodka. It's the same thing. Okay. What is Greek fries? Greek fries are, you take feta cheese, which is a weird cheese. It smells like feet. Most cheese smell like feet anyway. You take that and you pour it over fries. Usually their fries are pretty good, like just straight fries. Very hot, very crispy, very fresh, usually. And then you might put, what is the sauce they use? They use some sort of sauce over it. I don't want to say it's an Italian sauce, but it's kind of like an Italian sauce. It's a very light sauce. Sometimes they put olives and other shit on it too. You can also get with lamb on top. Like think a gyro, not a gyro. A gyro, like that meat, that lamb meat that's shaved off the skewer. They can put that on the fries too. It's good as fuck. Greek fries, like French fries with round beef and cheese. Well, there you go. See? There you go. Feta cheese. You said it with much more brevity than me. Headbands off to you. We are dropping out like flies, and that's okay. Your partner never changes it empty. Okay. Well, this one's silly, but there's no people here. We'll do this, and I think the end is near. We've gotten 2 fists, 11 thumbs up. I'll take that. If you haven't yet, if you're rewatching this, please like, subscribe. That is my currency. I don't make anything off of this. I'm just a random crazy dude on the internet being himself, trying to find a following, right? Trying to be with the like-minded other individuals that are similar to me, because we're all misfits, right? Aren't we? We're all kind of lonely out there and struggling and isolated at times. And it's just nice sometimes to be yourself and not try to be anything you're not and feel okay about it, right? So if I made you feel reasonably all right for a few seconds, that's my goal. And hopefully I achieve that in some way. I'm here. Well, thank you, Black Loki. I appreciate that. And same to you. No, I don't mean that on like you're not enough. I just mean like, you know, it's tough to watch somebody take photos of their feet or do let's get ready for the gym today, and then they have like 3.2 million followers, right? And then I do an original comedic sketch every single day, whether I want to or not. And I have like no followers on most platforms. You know what I mean? It's just like, I thought we were supposed to celebrate originality here on YouTube and other platforms, and we got away from that. It just sucks. Anyway, but yeah, no, Black Loki, thank you for the kindness. I wouldn't be here without you. I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay, would you rather? How's your short game? Are we talking golf? I'm more of a gambler on golf than a player of golf. I haven't golfed in years. I'm a lefty. Makes club finding a little different. YouTube Shorts. Yes, so I only have 2 full videos, and I didn't even know they were going to be posted as videos. I was so late to the game here. So late to the game that I didn't know anything over 3 minutes was a regular video, and anything under was a short. So everything I'm learning brand new. Today's 137 days in a row, right? Yesterday was 136, we get it. Okay, so the first sketch I ever did, TikTok is the true timeline, because I posted on TikTok because I don't like TikTok. I post it there first as like a guinea pig to see how it does and make certain adjustments to YouTube when I post it there, usually a day or 2 later. Anyway, I found out that anything over 30 seconds, I might as well throw in the trash can because nobody's going to watch it. They're not going to ship it to anybody, right? Nobody's going to see anything if it's over 30 seconds. That took time for me to learn. All the hardships, all the lonely ways. So to answer your question, now I know the format, and I don't like it, and I don't always abide by it, because if I have a good idea, I'm going to just do it. So sometimes I'll go over 30 seconds because I really like the sketch. Sometimes I'll go over a minute because I really like the sketch. But then I know it's not going to get any views, right? So I know the formula, at least in my head. The secret sauce is the first 3 seconds are the most detriment. You got to switch between characters. You got to do something crazy. Otherwise, the algorithm is going to dismiss your shit. So I think my short game is great. I have over 140-something shorts. I've got one that was released at 10:30 now that was from a full video, and I made it into 15 seconds. And hopefully it's getting more numbers than this live stream is. I mean, hope. We'll see. It's all up to YouTube and what they want to do. They will see it if you connect to a short. I hope so. I've done so many of them, and they just, I mean, right now, like I'll go in stints where I might get 1,000 or 2 views on a YouTube short. Now I'm in the 500 to 700 views short. So the more I do and the more consistent I am, the more YouTube dismisses me. Anyway, Mila here. Hello, Mila. Mila, what do you like to dip? What do you like to dip? Chips, nachos, which would be chips, I suppose. Do you like to dip, I don't know, ribs? You could dip ribs. You could dip ribs in ranch. Sure, why not? Anything you want. Sometimes I see a short and I click on the full video. Yeah, of course. It just depends, right? I am doing the best I can within the confines of my own mind and my limitations with technology and people, right? It's just me. It's just me. Once in a while, my lady helps me film. I'm grateful for that. She doesn't want to be on camera, so it's just me. So if I want a sketch with more than one character, I have to play them all. And I don't know how to edit, so I have to pause every time there's a new character and change outfits, change back, resume. It gets long and tedious, but I love doing it overall. Okay, we'll do probably one last one of these, and then I think we're dying down. Sadly, I will do it. Go at it, please do, please do. I don't know what I'm doing here. Ideas I got, concepts I got. I can make a sketch of pretty much anything or anyone. I'm looking at the stuffed animal audience behind us here. I can write sketches for the stuffed animals. That to me comes easily. It's the editing part. It's the promoting part. It's getting the right hashtags. I just changed the description of this live stream for the first time in 13 days, and it's killed the populace. It's killed what YouTube's bringing us. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing right. I just try to do the best I can with everything that I do and hope something works out in the end. I'm looking at your shorts. Thank you. It doesn't mean you like them. It just means you're looking at them, but thank you. Oh, my secret sauce is simple. Brown sugar, sesame sauce, garlic, hot sauce. Wow. Longer process, but worth it. That sounds really good. Whole step by step. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a secret. Wow, that's great. I love it. I love it so much that makes me salivate a lot. And we're getting close. We're getting close to eating time. Again, I tend not to eat before noon. Otherwise, my day falls off the rails. I like to stick to a routine the best I can, God willing. What's up, Crumbs? What's happening? What's your favorite vehicle for dipping sauce? Is it McNuggets? Is it French fries? What is it? When you say sketch, do you mean drawing? No, I mean sketch comedy. I mean like a comedic short. Let's just say 20 seconds of a situational thing of life that I deconstruct to post on YouTube, right? Or TikTok or wherever. So, for example, yesterday's sketch, I didn't have one. And I'm just I need a sketch. And then the line, I'll show you my boobs came to me. And then I worked backwards. And I'm okay, well, then I'll show you my boobs. It indicates it's a two-person scene in my head. And I'm husband and wife. Okay, so I got a female character. I've got a blonde wig I put on and a pink shirt. And then, okay, how do we get to that point? That's the end is I'll show you my boobs, right? And then I work backwards. Okay, there's something she wants that he doesn't want to do. Okay, where are we geographically in the house? Okay, because I don't really leave the house. Okay, we're in the bedroom. All right, what is it she wants to do? Oh, she wants to go to Kohl's. She wants to go shopping, right? And then I break it down further and further and further, and then I film it once I think I've got enough to go where I can improv the rest and not get too bogged down by what's happening or restrictions of time. And basically, it worked out. Sometimes it's very tedious and lengthy, and a lot of swear words are involved. This kind of fell into place. She wanted to go to Kohl's. If you've ever known Kohl's of any kind, they shop. You shop, and there's things called Kohl's Cash. They're like coupons. They're monotonous and stupid, but they were going to expire yesterday. Oh no, the stakes got raised. The stakes got higher. And then he still doesn't want to go. He wants to go some other time. Okay, I'll show you my boobs if you take me to Kohl's. Then he jumps off the bed and says, my car or your car. End of sketch. And it was 14 seconds long. And so you had this conversation, you had dialogue between two characters, you had a want from one person and a need from another, and it worked out. So that's what I mean by sketch. I dip my finger. Oh, that's cool. Do you dip your finger in salty or sweet sauces? I want to know, Crumbs. Crumbs, I think you might be the person to ask here based off your name. Crumbs. It's perfect. Do you dip, because I've had some sweet dipping sauces. I've had some really great marshmallow, brown sugary, mini chocolate chip sauces. You can dip French toast sticks in syrup, right? You can dip whatever you want. It is America. Even if it's not America, I think that you can do it. Comedy black. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just do what I want to do. If I could do more with race, I would. Not racism, but race in general. I think we're very uptight about it. I would love to work with with people that look different than me. I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't like Drewski. I think he's very overrated. But I would love to work with a Drewski type. And basically we just shit on each other. I think that would be wonderful. I think what makes us different is what we should be celebrating. Instead of dividing, we should be additioning. Anyway, Papa's hungover cure. Oh, wow. Okay. Grilled PB&J. I like that. I like it. I eat something called PB&JJ, and that's peanut butter jelly with half grape jelly, half strawberry jelly. Then I put it together, PB&JJ. Pinch of honey, cinnamon. Wow, you guys should write this down. It sounds like a very yummy, very, very yummy recipe. And he's giving it to you for free. Least you could do is say thanks if you use it. And at least you guys could do if you're enjoying this, even if you're not. Thumbs up for spite, right? Subscribe just to keep your mind crazy and curious, right? That is my currency. I'd appreciate it if you did it, if you do it, if you haven't yet. Do you have a favorite firearm? No, I don't. I'm very anti-gum. No, I love gum. I'm very anti-guns. It's an unpopular opinion. I don't begrudge you if you like guns. I'm in a gun state. I'm in Wisconsin, which is a very guns for not usually residential use, but killing animals and hunting. And I'm not anti-killing animals. I'm not. I would like to close my eyes and pretend I lived in a world where guns didn't exist. And somebody, if they were to break in and shoot me, without rhyme or reason, like heaven forbid, I'd have a fighting chance, right? Like if somebody came in and guns didn't exist and they had like a steak knife, right? I think I could try to defend myself. I think I'd have a fighting chance. But if somebody came in with a gun, game over, I'm just done, right? It's just in that way my brain works. Like, I want them to earn my death. I don't want it to just be, I think it's too easy. I think it's careless when people kill other people. I mean, I'm very anti-murder. I've never murdered anybody. But that's why I'm anti-gun. I think it's too careless. I think it's too easy. And I think it's too convenient, too. I think it's too easy to go get one. So I don't have one. Am I into swords? I'm not. Kind of the same reason. I'd rather be pro-sword than pro-gun. Again, if you're into it, fine. It's just not for me. I don't mean that from a political stance at all. It is your Second Amendment. Why it's number 2, I don't know, but it is. I guess that's more important than equality. I don't know. I'm a chef. Okay, cool. BB's Boathouse. Or Hot House. BB's Hot House. Shout out there. What state is that in? That sounds yummy. Papa's recipe. Well, that's great. I appreciate you. You shared it to 4 strangers that hopefully can screenshot it, utilize it, and use it. It sounds really yummy. It really does. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Did I even read this one or not? I don't know. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Okay. Would you rather? We're going to get back to this, and then we might wrap up. But I've been saying that for like 40 minutes. We'll see. I keep getting small gusts. It's like on a chilly summer's evening where there's a threat of rain and thunder, which I love both those things. And you open the window and have the screen window down, and you have these gushes of wind that sporadically, once in a while, occasionally come in, right? I get little gusts. That's what YouTube's giving me today. Little gusts. And I'm grateful for them. I really am. But when there's no gusts for a period of 10 minutes, it's tough to... you know what I'm saying. Okay. Would you rather your partner never takes out the trash, which is... Most women hate doing this. That is a sketch I'm going to film this weekend anyway. And I have made a sketch about taking out the trash, and it was not well received because of how I played the female character. And I learned from that experience, and I've given her so much more heart and so much more passion and so much more empathy. She's not just this naggy Karen. She is a genuine artifact of a human. She is very kind now. Your partner never takes out the trash, or your partner never changes the empty toilet paper roll. What would you rather? Your partner never takes out the trash, or your partner never changes the empty toilet paper roll? I think for me, I take out the trash. It is one of the few things that she doesn't do. She does 99% of the shit here. I'm very lucky. I get it wrong all the time with my life. Like this, I'm late to the party on YouTube. If I would have started this whole thing 5 years ago, I think I'd have 500,000 subscribers right now. And I don't mean that in a boastful way. I believe people were more inclined to watch things and listen to things, be entertained. And now it's like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And the algorithms changed to promoting teenagers and people just saying, this is how you get followers. This is how you get likes. Like, that's the norm now, where original sketch comedy was definitely more profound 5 years ago. So I'm 5 years late to that party. Okay. So what was I getting at? Fuck, now I fucked that fucking up. See, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. Okay. So I would rather I take out the trash. She does everything else. I would rather she changes the toilet paper roll, even though she fucks it up. It goes over, not under. Again, I've made a sketch about it. You can watch it. But the toilet paper goes over so you can grab it. If it's under, sometimes you're just scratching away at fucking cotton or whatever toilet paper is made out of, and you just get plucks. You don't get the roll. But either way, I'm okay. I would rather take out the trash and have her not deal with it. It's Washington State. I love Washington State. I used to live on Bothell Everett Highway. Bothell Everett Highway, near Mill Creek. Quasi close to Seattle. I could see Mount Rainier out my window on a nice day. Maybe we should fight with bananas instead of swords. Yes, exactly. Because that way, even when you lose, you still win. There's comedy. And I'm not a hippie. I look like I need a shave. I like it crazy and curly, but I'm all for progressive and whatever. But I would rather fight with a banana than a sword, personally. I think there would be a lot of joy in that. Okay, bum Gus. What are bum Gus? Bum Gus? Bum Gus? Are we referring? We could be referring to the wind. I got on different tangents, and then I forgot something I was saying. This happens to me at points. Usually, I can circle back and remember at some point. Steven Seagal. Sometimes I can't. Poseidon. These things happen, and then I forget them, and then I remember them at odd points of the day. I got a sketch idea. If you're interested, sure. Would you rather? Your partner has bad gas after every meal, which is most women, or you have bad gas after every meal. Your partner has bad gas after every meal, or you have bad gas at every meal. Okay, so you're saying, would it be better for me to have the bad gas or for her to have the bad gas? I would prefer me to have the bad gas because I'm less embarrassed of it. She is still of the mindset like she doesn't poop, and after 4 years together, she still likes to try to keep up appearances that she's a woman, and I mean she is, but like that women don't do disgusting fucking things like everybody else. I've been with women that celebrate farts. It just depends on the woman. So to take that embarrassment from her, I would do. Again, she does like 99% of the shit. At least I can do is take over the gas. We're about a 45-minute drive from Canada here. Oh, so you're close to Vancouver. I love Vancouver, Canada. I would go there and do the naughty bars. I would love that. It was a lot of fun for me. That was one of my favorite parts of living in Seattle, was going to Vancouver, Washington. Yeah. So that's cool. What would you rather do? Would you rather have the bad gas or your partner have the bad gas? I think that would be a fair question. The sketch, if I was going to do another gassy sketch, it would probably be along the lines of everybody has gas except for one person. I would try to make it a 3-person scene, which, again, because I have to play all characters, it gets a little tedious time-wise because I have to change clothes and everything. Excuse me. Fuck, I haven't even eaten today. I'm so fucking burpy. Speaking of your gas sketch, I would probably make it into a 3-person scene where 2 out of 3 have it. They all eat the same thing. If anything, they went light on it. So say they had Chipotle, right? Throw out something. They had Chipotle. Everybody ate responsibly except for the one that does not have gas. Therein lies the rub and irony. And the one that does not have the gas went full burrito. Everybody else had bowls. He went double meat, both beans, all the shit you can get, brown and white rice. And then everybody has gas except for this person. And you need some sort of hook to make it worth filming. And it'd probably be like, I'm sick of you guys. I'm leaving this slumber party. We're just going to create something right now just out of nowhere. It's a slumber party of adults, because why not? You can have slumber party as adults. Nobody does, but let's do it for the sketch. And then he's like, you know what? This is weird. You guys smell bad. I'm going to go home. And he goes to get in his car, and as he sits down, he shits himself. That would be the sketch just off the cuff, off my dome right now. So again, I'm implementing your idea into a sketch that I would do, and that's what I would come up with. It'd be a 3-person scene, sleepover arrangement, everybody eats Chipotle, 2 people that have horrific smelly gas, eat like gentlemen, eat like pure pinkies in the air individuals, Britain royalty. And then the guy that pigs out is like, man, you guys are too stinky for me. Goes in his car. As he goes into his car, he shits himself. And maybe he has an end tagline like, I guess I shouldn't have judged or something, or like shit happens. I'd come up with something clever as I was doing it. Or you just end it with, maybe he just like is like, he sits down and you hear him shit himself. You don't see it, but you just hear it like, and then he's just probably like, oh God. And then that's the scene. And then in the description, I'd be like, be careful on judging your friends. Gas happens. Be kind. All right. So that would be my sketch for you. If you're still here, you probably left, and that's fine. My wife and I have been married for 15 years. She claims her wind breaks. I like it. I hear her. How is that mine? Yeah, I think when you blame others, you got to turn it into comedy, folks. That's how you deal with difficult situations. That's how you deal with depression. That's how you deal with anger and resentment, is you find a way to elevate it into humor. Then it's easier. It's more digestible. You're not eating a whole crate of cheese. You're eating a little bit of cheese, a cheese curd, a cheese slice. It's then doable. You know, I'm about that. I'm for that. I'm with that. I think life and in general, things that make us human are very comical and relatable. And I like to do most of my sketches about relativity and like couple comedy and stuff like that. I do a lot of that. Let's check the polls. But again, I'd rather take out the trash. She can put the toilet paper on, even though when she puts it on upside down, I get pissed because I can't fucking claw it. But there's toilet paper everywhere here. There's 2 adults that live in this house, 2 dogs. Dogs don't use toilet paper unless I've been doing it wrong, which is possible. I'm nutty. There's so much toilet paper here. So, like, even if she doesn't change it, not a big deal. But that's the would you rather. Okay, we're going to check on this. The lines have been quite skewed now. Barbecue and honey mustard. Honey mustard. If I stayed on longer, honey mustard would have a chance. I can't believe this. For those of you listening and not watching, thank you first and foremost for doing that. When you do decide to watch, please thumbs up. It's free. And also subscribe because I'm lonely. Okay, so barbecue is 34%. Honey mustard second with 32%. Carry the one. That's a differential of 2%. I think one more vote would be tied or honey mustard would win. That's so curious because I really thought ranch would take the cake. Ranch is last. What world? What a time to be alive, chat. What a time to be alive. Holy balls. Okay, so barbecue, 34%. Honey mustard, 32%. Blue cheese, 18%. And ranch is taking it up the rear at 16%. I wonder if those numbers would be identical if I would have put ranch in the first slot. I don't know. I intentionally put it third because statistically speaking, whatever I put first wins. So I don't do it with that intention. It just happens. Like yesterday, I think it was how do you like your eggs? Scrambled won by a country mile. And I put scrambled first. And I'm like, nobody's going to put scrambled. Everybody put scrambled. I did not think ranch was going to lose this. This is why I'm a horrible gambler. Good, lucky jokes on the casinos and DraftKings and FanDuel. I have no money left to gamble, so there's nothing left. I put it all into this. I put it all into the 4 viewers and the 13 thumbs I got, which I'm grateful for. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's no more money left to gamble, but if I did, this is why I lose, because I'm wrong. I feel these things, and they're wrong. How could Ranch lose? I don't know. Or he sits in the car and says, finally. Oh, that's a good line, too. He didn't give it the breathing space, but I think, from concept, like from thought to concept. So there's so many things in my brain that I think of that I just dismiss. But if I'm like, there's teeth in this, there's something that I can't forget. Basically, if it's too good for me to dismiss, I have to write it down. But from this to action to being released, there are so many evolutions of it. Like it transcends, it changes, it adapts, right? Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I write a full script. Very rarely do I do, and I stick to the script the best I can. But yeah, I do like that end line much better. Finally. Like he was shitting on them, no pun intended, so he could feel better about his ridiculousness and the fact he knew he was going to shart in the car immediately. That's a great end line, and that pays off in a delicious, disturbingly awesome way. I think that's a great concept for a sketch now. An adult slumber party where the guy makes fun of his fellow comrades for fucking having bad gas, and he shits himself on the drive home. I love it. I think that could definitely be a Nutty Butter 111 sketch for sure. The way that's written, I like the finally. Please shave your beard and leave Islam. Oh boy, think about all the kids. Coming from somebody that looks like very foreign in their name, Moggy. That's funny. No, this is just apathy, dude. This is apathy and laziness, and I don't want to go get a haircut. I like the beard how it is, but I laugh because of the irony of your name. I mean, your name definitely looks like you probably drive Uber, with emphasis on Uber Eats. I mean, I'm just guessing. So I don't care. Again, you guys can shit on me. It's quite all right. Just try to have them be elevated. Have something thought-provoking. Try harder. I think the Islam thing, that's a first. But Steak, what's happening? I get your phone calls. Do you not get my text? Do you text, Steak? Is text an option for you? Are you able to text message? I get your phone calls. But most of the time, I'm too busy to return your calls. And the times I'm not too busy, you're probably sleeping. Because it's probably 2 a.m. and I'm trying to sleep and I can't. Or it's 5, 6, or 7 a.m. and you're probably still in bed. And I'm up because I can't sleep. And I have shit I got to do. Oh, so you do get the text messages. You can respond to the text messages. Unless you have an old cell phone plan that charges you for individual text messages, which would be insane. I would imagine all phones have now unlimited text messages. As a username, sound so NPC. I don't know what NPC stands for. Not public services curriculum. Not publicized curriculum. What's my favorite acronym? How can I make this fun? NPC. Not performing. Non-performing calculus. Not performing cactus. I'm a non-performance artist cactus. I don't know. Please, non-playing character. Cry, pray. Pray for me. Pray for me, Argentina. Or Moggy, who has now left the station. Guess what? What, Mr. Psycho? I saw that. Non-playing character. I don't know. What does that mean? Like I'm a background artist? I spent most of my time in LA as a background artist just trying to get a lucky break. Just like this. The state has changed. The names have changed. But the daily grind remains. The daily grind is the same. I'm still being the definition of insanity here. I'm doing the same things every day, grinding as hard as I can, foregoing sleep, peace of mind, everything, just to try to get this off the ground. It's just a different format. But I did the same thing in LA when I was an actor. But guess what? Chicken butt. I love chicken butts. They are delicious, especially in barbecue sauce, which last I checked was in second place on our poll. So non-playing characters would be the people you see in the background that don't really do anything or move the story forward. Is that what we're getting at? That's fine. I don't take that as a negative. I don't think you meant that in a derogatory way. I just want to get behind what you're saying. But non-playing character, I would have never guessed NPC was that. Okay. I like your message until you answer my calls and like a weird on my phone. Wait. I can't get your messages until you answer my calls. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you can't get my text message until I answer your phone calls. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. When I wrap this up, which could be now, it could be never at this rate, what I'm going to do for you, Steak, is if you try me, I'm going to have the other phone on me. And as long as I'm not filming a sketch or doing anything with crazy emphasis or brain power, I will answer it just to say hello, so then we can text. I will respond. I respond to everything. If you comment on anything, I respond. It's guaranteed as long as I know you posted, you responded. I will respond back. Guaranteed. If you email me, you can call me. My cell phone number is in my description. I don't do well on the phone because I'm so busy. Text message, I can do it when I want to. I have the power of choice and the power of time. So I will do my best to answer it, but that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard for a phone in modern times, but I get it. I think the best punch of the skit is to add something super absurd in the background that people would have to double take. I mean, perhaps. I think the way I would film it, it would be moving so quickly. I mean, again, I don't mean this in a selfish, like I'm vain way, but I think the comedy is in the obscurity of the individual relationships, and it's two against one. So, two people have ate like princes of Wales, dainty and kind, and the other one pigs out, and the two that are dainty and kind are stinky as fuck and gassy. This guy's had enough. He's going to his car. He shits himself, and he's like, finally, right? That's a great end line. I love that end line. That's very good. So I don't know. I don't know what you'd want to do in the background. Maybe they're talking and farting in their kids' room, right? I mean, if I really had the means to do that, which I don't. But if I was getting paid to do this, again, my currency is your thumbs up, your communication with me, your subscriptions. I'm grateful for that. But if I was getting paid and I had a circle of friends in which I could film this with, I would do a children's room because I think it's comical. They're just hanging out and eating Chipotle in their kids' room, right? Like with bunk beds and shit and toys everywhere. Why would they do that? That's never explained. That's part of the magic of it. And then the guy leaves. He's like, you guys are so smelly. It's so fucking gross. Gets in his car. First thing he does is shits himself on his way to sitting down in his car. And he says, finally. I like the finally. I really like that. I love your streams. Thank you so much, Mr. Psycho. I appreciate that. And I love you. Not in no creepy, weird way, which I am creepy and weird, but in a thank you. You're amongst friends. A cat walking on two legs, wearing a robe with a mug in its hand. See, that's confusing. I understand where you're going with this, but I don't think you need to deter the comedy of it. I don't think you need to stop the momentum for what was that? It's just like if you were watching a presidential address, like a whatever, like where he does a State of the Union or whatever, where he talks to the camera, and then like Jeffrey, the Toys R Us mascot, comes prancing by. It doesn't build it forward, it distracts, right? Am I helping it progress? Am I helping it get better? Or is it just a distraction for nonsensical purposes? Like if all of a sudden there was a gaggle of butterflies that just appeared and then disappeared from this live stream, you'd be like, that's inquisitive, that's weird, that's interesting. But it would take away from what this is, right? And I'm not shitting on your idea, I'm celebrating it, in fact. I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying, I don't think it would need that. God bless you as well. Thank you. Ayush. If you said that right. It's just weird on my phone. Steak, that's fine. Okay. I encourage weird. Weird's fine. So again, when I end this, even if I'm making breakfast, I probably won't be able to talk for long. But I can talk to you for a little bit to get the ball in motion so we can text if you want to. But basically, all my information's out. I'm a man of the people. And you can comment. I like stalkers. I want somebody to stalk me. I want somebody to be obsessed with me and comment on everything I've ever done on all platforms. That would be great. I'd respond to every single one of them. I don't know this whole oh my gosh, stalker, blah. Love it. Please help the algorithm. Help them find me. Help people find this chaotic mess, right? Anyway, who would win in a fight? D-Rex or an adult? I don't know what that word is, Mr. Psycho. I'm sorry. I feel like D-Rex, I think we're talking dinosaurs here. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. I understand what you mean. The double take is also people add the view time. Okay, I understand that. Yeah, so you get a hook so people hopefully replay it, right? I understand what you're saying. When I scroll back to see the hidden elements and watch time goes up. Yeah, no, there's no wrong ideas, right? I was saying if I were to film it, I would probably not do that, but it is evolving into something that I might do at some point because I think there is magical nonsense in it, especially if they were doing it in a kid's room. Why would you have a slumber party as adults in your child's room? And why would you stink it up? And they never get answered. Those questions will never be answered ever. That would probably play into my 700 to 900 views on TikTok, YouTube algorithm. I probably would not get over 1,000 views because I usually don't get over 1,000 views on anything I create. But I love the concept now. Now I'm kind of into it. If I ever find friends, or more important, a child's room that's vacant, that sounds sick. I don't mean it in an inappropriate light. Just to film the sketch, and I think it would be great. Blue cheese is... Oh, I thought it was buffoonery. I was hoping, Savage, you were going to say buffoonery. Blue cheese for buffalo spicy. I gotcha. Yeah, barbecue for everything else. Wow, really? I am so surprised by the lack of ranch. Maybe ranch is just a Midwestern thing. I know they have ranch all over. But man, I really thought ranch was going to win hands down. Where are your legs? They're right here. They're right here. Don't you see them? I'm flipping you off with my toes. I'm obsessed with your beard. Thank you so much, Savage or Savage. I read it as Savage because I have a Savage cologne. It's quite lovely. I'm more of a Chanel de Bleu, which I also have. Again, not a boast. I'm a very reasonable man. I don't have many luxurious items. I think my cologne game's pretty good. And I do not cut my own toenails. Those are my two peccadillos that I can stalk you, yes. Yeah, sure. Collect my toilet seat. I'm fine with that. As long as you comment in every single one of my videos, please. And don't just say the same thing for every comment. Like, really dive deep and be like, I understand what this character was trying to say. Great job with lighting. Or probably would have tried this angle instead. You know what I mean? Like, get the algorithm really wondering. And then, like, have a bunch of electronics loop my videos over and over again. So the algorithm's like, oh shit, maybe we're wrong. We're going to release this to 40 more people and then have it die forever again. The algorithm is so cruel. What a cruel, cruel mistress. She must be related to Walgreens. But yes, oh, Mr. Psycho, we don't like retracted messages because maybe you had the key to reestablishing YouTube Shorts. We'll never know. Maybe you know the hint and the tricks with the algorithm. I'll never know. Another one. Who would win in a fight, Spider-Man or Captain America? I'm not really a comic book guy. Somebody called me, which I laughed. I thought it was elevated enough. Again, you guys can shit on me all you want as long as there's like humor behind it and like it's an elevated thought. This person's like, if you're here, who's running the comic book store? Which I thought was funny, right? I thought it was funny, but I did go on this rant of how I think comic book movies are shit because there's so many good guys and only one bad guy. Why can't we have a million bad guys and like 5 good guys? I don't know. But to answer your question, I think Captain America, because he was generated, right? He was generated in like a laboratory, like a laboratory. Like he was a government issued product where Spider-Man just got bit by a fucking spider. So it's like, to me, I would think Captain America could easily beat the shit out of some punk kid. No offense if you're on the other team. It's just my honest thoughts. I saw Batman and Stalin together today. That's interesting. Cool. Were they drinking coffee at a coffee house? For all the times my son left his gym bag in my car, he's earned an adult gas-passing slumber party. I'd even make it a fondue party. I love a good fondue party. I've never had a fondue party, but I would appreciate a fondue party. I've never had an overnight as an adult either. Like an adult slumber party, I think there's a lot of things you could do with that formula, just personally. And I don't know why you don't do it. I think it's just because I would want to set the tone and I want something to say. But I dig it. 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 A fondue party. That would be great. That'd be another one you could do. And it wouldn't even have to be gas. It could be like, it could be revealed that somebody's cheating on somebody with something inappropriate. Like the janitor. Like maybe 2 wives get talking and they forget that the husbands are there over a fondue party. And it could just be as simple as, oh my God, Robbie's dick is so big. Or whatever. And be like, Robbie, the janitor at the middle school? You know, this guy that looks like me or whatever. Or whoever. And then the husband's like, what? And then you're just dumbfounded. You know what I mean? But there's so many things you can invent and find along the way in these quests. Captain America would win purely based on combat experience. I don't know. Spider-Man's sense is going to give him a run for his money. However, I don't think Steve has enough malicious intent to trigger it. I think he does, especially if you strike a nerve into his past about the woman he could never be with because he had to save the world instead. There's a power of love. There's a power of love that will really change a human being. Hello again, Hunter20. What's your favorite thing to dip? Not your favorite dipping sauce, but your favorite thing like, you know, chips, fries, things of that degree. AKA Sticky Icky, please shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, come stand Sticky Iggy. Sticky Iggy. In exchange for that, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. It feels mildly good inside to subscribe. And you're helping out the channel, which if you haven't seen, I need all the help I can get. That is true as true goes. Spider-Man. Captain America. Wow, we've got a feud. I'm going to head out, Mr. Sego. That's fine. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for your communication. I think I dropped something that might have been my dignity. Ayush, hello. What's your favorite thing to dip? Oh, we've got new people. Perhaps there's new votes. Perhaps there's a leadership change. Or the wife is having an affair with each other. That's a good one, too. See, I don't know where you're geographically located, but if you're in Wisconsin, we could totally make some shit. I am 100,000% open to collaboration and getting better, being the best version of myself, creating the best sketches possible. But I have no friends, right? I'm an adult. I had a shit ton of friends the younger I was. As I got older, I moved. Life's changed. I've got no friends in the area, at least. No money to hire anybody to be a part of my community or my sketches. So if you're in the Milwaukee area, I would love to work with you. I think we could have a great balance together in the sketch comedy world. I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to call you nonsensical because that's what my brain gets. Oh, Washington State. That's right. My bad. Oh, what could have been. It's okay. Things happen. Life changes. I don't have any shortages of ideas. If anything, I've got a massive surplus of ideas, except for when I have no idea going into the day, and then all those ideas that I generated days, weeks, months, years before, I don't remember and I don't want to utilize. I want to come up with an original concept in that moment, and that's usually what I do. It's chaotic. It's messy. It's weird. It's strange. It's cringe. It's unhinged. That's who I am. I'm nutty. It's just who I am. But really great ideas. I like the fondue party. I like the adult sleepover party. I like how this shit is going down in obscure places like a child's bedroom. Why are they there? We don't know. Where are the kids? We don't know. Why did they order in Chipotle if they're having a sleepover as adults? They could have had anything else. I don't know. Maybe they look like they're dressed for a party, too. You could play with their wardrobe. Maybe they came from an adult-themed prom and they're dressed in 80s clothes. Maybe they came from a wedding and they're in the fucking best shit they have. And then they're just hanging out in a child's room, couple bottles of wine, couple beer cans folded over, you crunch a fucking beer can. And then the gas attack happens. Maybe that's the title for it. Maybe that's the header to the sketch. Gas attack. I dropped my mic, but it's got a holder. It'd be awkward. Okay, best thing I've seen on the internet. Thank you, Savage. I hope you have success in your endeavors. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for that. I hope so, too. The goal is to keep doing what I'm doing and one day go and be amongst where I belong. Does that make sense? I know in my head where I belong. I'm just not there yet. I believe it to be true. I believe in manifestation, and I'm not even selling myself lies. I do believe that if it was 5 years ago, I'd have 500,000 subscribers. 100%. I'm late to the party. I get that. I wasn't ready. I think 5 years ago, I would have went off the rails with any sort of money I got, and I would have really fucked over everybody I cared about because I loved to travel at the time, and I loved to do stupid things, a lot of strip clubs, a lot of gambling, a lot of stuff like that. But now I'm a much better version of myself, and I'm ready for it. For the first time in my life, I would say I'm ready. Okay, call me Bond. James Bond. I like it, Bond. Oh, yeah, Ducky. I like Ducky. Just Ducky. I missed that phrase. Do you remember that phrase? Are you old enough? I don't know. When somebody asks how you're doing, I'm just Ducky. Just Ducky. And Ducky, the duck man from Pretty in Pink, the guy from 2.5 Men, forgot his name, played that role very well. I had to meet a meeting. I'm at work. Okay, Black Loki, we forgive you. It's all good. You can come and go as you please. This is just free will. This is all, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, you do whatever you want to do. It's fine. All's good. I'm just kind of here. Again, if you're new to the show, if you're new to the Nutty Madness, the Nutster, the Nutsack, the Nutty Nation, if you're new to the Nutty Nation, this is the canvas. I'm the brush. You are the paints. You are the colors. You dictate what kind of painting, illustration this will be. Is it going to be dark and dreary? Is it going to be pastel? Is it going to be kind of like purples and blues? I think today's kind of a purples and blues. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It's kind of in the middle. Maybe an orange. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. I'm new to the Nutsack. Well, welcome to the Sack. I call the Nutsack. I'm on OnlyFans, but that's only for my PG-13 sketches. There's no nudity. I have no fans on OnlyFans. If you want to, it's at NuttyButter111. Everything's at NuttyButter111. But I had this grandiose idea, this false illusionment that if I started with my looks, I know what I attract. It's not attractive women. It's the other gender. And I'm like, well, nothing's worked. I'm broke. When I started it, like last week, it said create a wish list from Amazon. So I created a wish list from Amazon in hopes that people would help me buy equipment, ring lights, things I need for this that I don't have the money for right now. I'm not complaining. And I called it the Nutsack. Affectionately called it the Nutsack. I'm just affectionately calling Nutty Nation. I think that's more conducive for this, more conducive for YouTube. But the Nutsack, I giggle internally about a lot. And little did I know, after I went through all that work, all those hours in vain, you can't just search on OnlyFans for big, chubby, funny guys. You have to know their handles. So I would have to have fans. I would have to have somebody that gave a shit enough that would know to put in my handle in OnlyFans. It's a long story, and I'm like, why did I even do it? I'll tell you why. Because the sketches that I want to do that are too taboo for this, I can do there. That's why. I got to remind myself sometimes. My old channel was called Mr. Mallard. I like that. I like that a lot. There is a minor league baseball team in Madison, Wisconsin, where I live, called the Madison Mallards, and I like them very much. They had an all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink for $30 promotion, and I lived there in the summer, basically, because I'm like, wow, I can eat $30 of shit. I can definitely drink $30 of shit. I would get hammered drunk every fucking night at their games. It was fun. I'm new to the Nutsack. Yep. Oh, welcome to the Nutsack. Yes. The best country you've been to. I would say Vienna, Austria. Oh, that was the thing. That was the thing I was going to talk about that I never came back to. Thank you. Now we can go full circle. Now I can fucking move on with my life. There was a question posed. Would you rather have a mansion anywhere you wanted to? Just one big mansion with everything you wanted inside of it? Or would you rather have 10 one-bedroom apartments placed anywhere in the world? So meaning, would you rather have everything you wanted in one place? Or would you rather have 10 smaller versions of that spread around the world so then you could experience the culture, you could experience new things? I was going to share with you what I thought my 10 places would be. I would pick Vienna, Austria as one of those places because I loved it so very much. I would pick Savannah, Georgia as a second one. I would pick Madison, Wisconsin as a third, even though I'm closer to Milwaukee. I miss Madison. I think I might be able to make friends of like-minded situational humor in Madison more so than Milwaukee. It's just how it is. But I can't really move. It's a house, and I'm not strong enough to lift it, right? Other places I'd want to. My kid lives in Illinois. We're not too far, but I would like a house there just so I could be close to my kid. She's 14. I think Seattle. I'd go Vancouver, Canada. Let's go Canada. Actually, let's scratch Vancouver. Let's go Montreal, Canada. I love Montreal, Canada. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I have, what am I missing on the West Coast? I'd go back to LA. I'd have an apartment in LA just for breakfast burritos and auditions if I ever went back to acting or whatever. Hopefully that won't come to that. Hopefully this takes off. I know it will. When it does, I won't need to audition really anymore. What is that, 6? Atlanta strikes a chord with me. No, I'm in Savannah, so fuck Atlanta. I don't know. I think that's good for now. I think I got a solid 6 right now. Okay. Black Logie, I sure do. I have an OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans that I put on my PG-13 rated comedy. I'm so broke. I'm like, what could I do? I'm not going to show my full frontal. I used to do a lot of kids shows like Disney and Nickelodeon and stuff. And I learned quite early on, you do not send dick pics. So there's none of that. You might see some chest hair, that's it. And I'm like, man, if I can get money from OnlyFans, fine. I'm at the age now where there's no resistance to anything. I'm open to everything within reason if I can help get this better, right? Do more with this. And I joined it, and little did I know, again, you can't search for people. There's no random suggestions in your feed. So put in a bunch of hours making a wish list, fucking creating content for it, and it's just like with my Reddit account. I thought Reddit would be easier. Well, I'm odd and obscure. I can just post this and be like, what's the weirdest thing you collect? This is Brunson, a character I've developed. Here's the sketch. He collects rejection letters from his life. And he shares rejection letters from his mom, ex-girlfriends, jobs that fired him, jobs that won't hire him. And I'm like, oh, well, this is conducive to Reddit. No. 15 looks total. 0 communication, 0 fans. I'm just saying it's difficult. Everything I'm trying to do is insanely difficult, but I keep trying. So yes, I'm on OnlyFans. Well, they call me Nutty Butt. Wow, I fucked that up. Nutty Ducky doesn't really roll off my tongue. Nutty Ducky. See, I'm so used to Nutty Butter. My tongue's going for the B instead of the D. Oh, that sounds sexual. That would be an OnlyFans thing. My 10 would be, UK. Capital of Japan, Seattle, Washington. Yep, Houston. Miami, New York. Oh, wow. Well cultured, well spoken, well read, well put, buddy. I like that a lot. I'd pick the 10 one-bedroom apartment mansion. I'd love property. Keep one apartment in Japan. I think that's great, guys. I would have done that 5 years ago and more, like from age of like 12 to 37. 12 to 37 in my life, I would have picked the 10 one-bedroom apartments anywhere in the world, and I would have had a blast with it. The last 5 years, I just want to be here. I'd put the mansion closer to Madison, Wisconsin, instead of where I'm at in Milwaukee, because I like it better in Madison. I feel better. I feel at home. I don't still feel home here, but I learned early on I really don't have a home because I traveled so much. Anyway, I'd go for the mansion right now. My things have skewed a lot. My priorities, my goals, who I am as a human being has completely changed and evolved over the years as I've gotten older. I'd have one big house where I could film. I'd have a realistic background for this. I'd have a studio. I'd have a basketball court inside. That's the dream, and a hot tub inside. And the rest I wouldn't give a shit about. If I won the lottery, I don't need a mansion. I just want everything under one roof, right? That could be a question. What's the first thing you do if you won the lottery? I would do more of what I'm doing now. I would just hire more people to do it, right? I don't want to edit anymore. I don't want to have to Google or talk to ChatGPT about fucking hashtags, and they're not even working. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to create. I just want to create. That's it. I do more of what I'm doing now. I would just do it with the help of others. Wow, I went off on a tangent again. I've been known to do that. It does get a little nutty in here. Were you on TV before? Because you look familiar. I have been on some episodics. Yes, I've been in some movies. Nothing that pays the bills. But I've been in a few commercials, a few things, kid shows again. Video games, I've done video games. I was a hand model, of all things, once. And these hands do not look great for photography. But yes, I've done a lot. I've done more. I've done more in a lifetime than most have done in few lifetimes. Yes, I've done a great deal. You share OnlyFans through Twitter. Actually, I don't have a Nutty Butter 111 Twitter account. I think Twitter is kind of, I don't know. Maybe that would make the most sense. Usually what makes the most sense is the one thing I don't think works, right? I've tried everything else. I've tried, I mean, when I post everything at 6:30 p.m. I don't know why. That just seems to be a time slot that fits. The new sketch comes out on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. I try to get the new daily in a row sketch on TikTok by 6:30 p.m. before 7. And then I do Red Note even. Red Note and Flip, and they're terrible. Red Note was supposed to replace TikTok, never did, both Chinese companies. I have to translate my sketches into Chinese. You think I enjoy doing that? I hate doing that. But I do that in hopes something somewhere is going to happen. But yeah, so my point is, if I'm translating into Chinese, I could probably start a Twitter. Circling back, yes, I think you're right. Maybe I should start a Twitter. And then I could be like, hey, Twitter, check out my OnlyFans. If you like this, I don't like Twitter. I don't like Reddit. But here I am shaking every tree that I could shake in hopes of getting where I know I belong. Okay. I also wanted to rent out 9 other apartments. Wouldn't work well to do 60 plus hours currently. Yeah, I'm the same way. This is more than a full-time job. And again, I'm not bitching about this. It's tough sometimes. If I won the lottery, I would be a sex symbol. You should. You could be a sex symbol now, I'm sure. I believe it. I did very well in LA. I do very well everywhere except for Wisconsin, which is so ironical. But I'm in a relationship and I don't want anybody else. But there was a time where numbers were important to me. Variety was the spice of life. Now I don't give a shit. But back then I did. And I found the trick. The trick for me was to go where you're not. And what I mean by that was not a lot of people in the South look like me. Not a lot of people in LA look like me. And you utilize that because there's a lot of people out there with daddy issues. And I look like a lot of daddies. Anyway, the only place I see advertisement for is OnlyFans. I see it a lot on Instagram. on Linktree. I looked at Linktree the other day. There's a free version and then there's a version that's $90 for a year. And I'm just thinking, fuck, $90. And I'm like, I don't even have enough like fans and followers to justify paying $90 to be like, oh, if you think I'm attractive, the 3 people that watch my sketch a day, right? If one of those 3 think I'm attractive and want to go to OnlyFans, please be a fan on Only. It's free. Like I'm not even. That wouldn't even be a window where I make money. I'm so glad when I set it up, I didn't be like, hey, it's $20 a month, because it would have really been laughable now. So anyway, just use it to promote OnlyFans. I could, yeah. I mean, maybe I start a Twitter page. I don't know. I mean, I'm on Twitter maybe once a month for like 2 minutes to see if any golfers are injured. That's it. Really low key. Say something about in case of emergency. In case of emergency. There are a lot of daddies in LA. Well, yeah, there are a lot of like daddies, but like people that look sloppy and like that would ground them and say good girl in the bedroom. That's a little different. All right, say something about in case of emergency. They do good work and people don't want to do that. Stay safe. Okay, you stay safe. Was it you? Oh, I'm confused. I do look sloppy, but thank you. Yeah, I understand that. I'm very self-aware. Self-awareness, if this was a video game from the 90s and there were categories like looks, personality, creativity, and awareness, my awareness and creativity would be 10 out of 10 on that game. Like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it tells you like strength, agility, shit like that. Mine 100%, 10 out of 10 would be awareness and creativity. I'm very self-aware of what I look like. I'm not embarrassed. It's taken me 42 years to get comfortable, fully comfortable with this. I'm totally comfortable with what I look like. This beard is a lifestyle, not really a choice. I love it. I love it. I wake up and especially when it's warm and sticky and I can see my fucking 3.5% Jewish curls in my hair. I love it. Receding hairline, I love it. Back hair, I love it. Used to hate those things. I embrace it now. I'm fine with it. Nutty Butter, Jost. Hey, Jost. Oh, thank you so much, Black Logie. I appreciate that. The sketch I just released on YouTube, which is a resurfaced. I do a Friday AM release typically of a resurfaced sketch where I take a sketch that didn't do well, perhaps it was too long, and I break it into a manageable slice like a pie. And I resurface it just once a week, and it's the 10:30 a.m. time slot. I did the cake mistake, which was the full video. What a nightmare. That's the first and last trend I've ever tried on TikTok. I got it wrong. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I did. I was wrong. And I took a bit from that. And I looked and I watched and I edited this cake mistake thing from the month of February. So here we are, almost July. So we're talking 100, we'll call it 120 days. 120 days later, I went from that, which I was like 20 pounds lighter, and like obviously had just a haircut and a beard trim. It looked pretty great there, pretty good. And then I got this. So I'm fine with it, but like, wow, what a difference 120 days makes. Again, I'm a content creator. I'm 5 years late to the party. My currency is your thumbs. Please give me your thumbs up, please. Subscribe to my shit. I have very little subscribers. I would appreciate if you would subscribe. It would make me feel good inside, and it might make you mildly feel good too. And that's what it's about. I'm here for you. Okay, immigration and customs enforcement. Okay, well, let's go. Immigration and customs enforcement. We appreciate what you do. How about that? We'll do that. I thought ICE was a terrorist group. I don't know. I don't know a lot about political things. I don't care about politics. Politics don't care about me, so I just don't. I just ripped a huge fart. That's great. Where were you 20 minutes ago when we were talking about a fart/shit yourself sketch? You could have really impacted that. Could have done great things with that. Want to give you a hug and say everything's going to be okay. Well, thanks, Black Logie. I appreciate you. Thanks. I know eventually I will get to where I belong. It's just a question of when and how I will do it. I'm not sure when or how I will get there, but I will get there. Could you just act a type when you asked on the go? Could you act a type when asked on the go? Yes, I could. It took me a while. It's been, the mouse in my brain is slowing down, if you guys couldn't tell. We're ending it much differently than we started. We started with gusto and veracity. Now we're kind of like We're getting hungry. We got to stretch out a little. We're coming in on the 2-hour window, which for the lack of viewers that they gave us is quite incredible, but I'm here for you lovely people. Yes, I am an actor by trade, improvisational person. I can come up with things off the cuff, and I have a commitment to character. What that means is even if something is tanking, like this show, I stay in character, even though this is who I really am as a human being. It really is. But if I was doing this in the character, and I had been years and years ago, I did one as Trump before he was even president, a live stream that was like 2 hours long. Even though it was miserable and painful, I stayed in character for that whole 2 hours. I can do it again. It's not hard for me to commit to something once I'm committed. So yes, the long answer is yes. Short answer is yes. Of course I could. If we were going out and pretending we were Irish, I could pretend to be Irish for the duration of our time together being out. Or we did I've gone into bars before, remember, and I pretended with my stature, I thought it would be hilarious to pretend that I was going to be playing in the Cotton Bowl when I looked like I was in college, right? And I was the kicker, because I thought that was so fun to see somebody like me at a bar and then just discover I'm the kicker. I thought that was hilarious. But I would stick to that. I would stick to that script. Now you would just Google who's the kicker for West Virginia or whatever school I made up. A little different times. But yes, doom scrolling on the toilet right now. Great, Render. Great. Render me a poop. Can you sing? A little bit. I'm more of a, I hate to say Jack Black, but Jack Black, he knows his pitch. I don't have any formal lessons. I just go with my gut and just act as if, right? I'm more theatrical than structurally sound. Make sure they like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe, people. Please, please, and thank you. I'll get up to 20 likes. Yeah, please do. Please do. We're running out of time, though. We've hit the 2-hour mark. Daddy's tired. I'm going to just call myself Daddy for the sake of calling myself Daddy. I don't know why. Oh, somebody liked your live stream. Great. Cool. Aww. Awesome. Okay, do we want one more of these? No, because I think we've answered that. We don't want to guess 10. So I think we're just going to keep dancing on our own, like Robin is singing right now. I am truly, truly grateful for those of you that have hung out, those of you that are watching later. If you're watching later, please give me a thumbs up. How about doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing? Thumbs up after this is posted, please. And subscribe. Again, that's my currency. I would really like you to subscribe to this madness. Enjoy the Nutty Nation. Nutty Nation, baby. Let's check the poll one last time. Holy shit, wow. Barbecue got stronger. Barbecue. Never would have guessed. Never. That guy. Thank you so much. I should get one. Thanks, Dad. I didn't know my dad was on the stream. That's crazy. Okay, barbecue is the clear-cut favorite. Hey, that guy. If you're watching me, that probably means you don't have a job either. Maybe we're not so different after all. Is this gay loser section? That's the best you got? Okay, so that tells me that you're like 9 or 11. 9 or 11 years old, and you have no comedic ability whatsoever. I was playful about the dad thing, but then you had to say the gay shit, which is not welcomed here, or anywhere really. So that means you're fucking insecure in 9 and 11, which means you're probably going to grow up and be in the closet and gay yourself. Just be you, bro. This station's about being you. Just be you. If you want to be gay, be gay. You don't have to call other people gay just because you're secretly gay inside. You don't have to do that. Just be you. If you're into dudes, great. If you're into dudes and chicks, that's great too. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. Just be happy and be yourself. The only thing I want from my kid is to be themselves. She's dating both men and women. She can't figure it out. That's fine. She can date whoever she... I don't care. Just be true to yourself. That's it. I don't care. That's what this is about. Life. Finding out who you are and being okay with who you are. And I'm at that level where I'm both. I know who I am. I know what I want. And I'm okay with it. There's peace in that. Find peace, buddy. All right, number 1, clear favorite, barbecue. I never would have thought it was going to be barbecue. I really thought it was going to be ranch. Second place, 27%, honey mustard. Third is a tie between ranch and blue cheese. And I know most of the people that voted didn't even know what blue cheese was. I'm not insulting their intelligence. There was just many questions. What is blue cheese? I was happy to tell them. That's great. I love being surprised. Surprises are underappreciated. I love a good surprise. For a vote is good. Mention the like and subscribe more. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I am Nutty. Please join us on the Nutty Nation. I am grateful. Please, please, please have a wonderful day. I end all streams with this. You can say it aloud with me. You can pantomime it. You can call me on the phone and repeat after me. However you want to do it. Again, I respond to all comments. Please get obsessed with me. Please comment and like all my shit on all platforms. I'd appreciate it. Okay, this is how we end every live stream. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today. I just know, like I know that something amazing is going to happen to you and you and you and you today. I just know it in my heart of hearts. Something amazing is going to happen to you and for you today. I love you so much. I appreciate you sticking around. The poll is difficult for me. Specific tip to what? Exactly. Always mess with their heads, right? Like my goal is to make you think a little, make you laugh a little, get that brain going. So I intentionally did not tell you what the dip was for. But thank you so much. Oh, and he retracted his K messages. That's the perfect thing to end on. He realized he was a piece of shit. Yeah, just be you. If you take one thing away from anything I ever do ever, and that's just know who you are and be comfortable with it. That's all you can do. And if people don't like it, that's fine. I'm like an unemployed, pathetic version of Mr. Rogers. That's really it. That's what the show is. Unemployed, pathetic version of Mr. Rogers. But I believe in you. And I believe that something is going to happen. Special, amazing for you. Oh, so now you went from that guy to that? Really? You switched accounts? I mean, that was a better line. I'm going for real. I do push-ups, and I bet I could do more push-ups than you. With that being said, something amazing is going to happen to you today. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.